Hello, I'm IBXTOYCAT, and if you know me, you probably know I'm a pretty live and let live sort of person. I think everyone has their own personal preferences, and that's entirely okay. I try to leave people alone and not judge them based on it, except when it comes to Minecraft. In Minecraft, things are entirely different because there are some things that no sane player should ever really be doing, except on their first Minecraft world by accident. And in this video, I wanted to talk about things that people do all the time that I think no Minecraft player should do, and personally, I will never do in my Minecraft playing career, except as a joke to prove a point, like in today's video. So let's do exactly that by talking about the very first example here, because by the way, you should like the video if you do like these sorts of silly list videos. But with that said, let's start by talking about the very first thing here, because the first thing everyone does in their Minecraft world is chops down wood. The first resource that is actually usable and craftable and, turnable into thingsable, which is definitely a phrase. The first thing, that you can do that with is wood, so I understand why people have this kind of lure towards it. I think building out of wood makes some sense, sure, and obviously the first crafting recipes you'll ever get in Minecraft will be to do with wood. Yeah, so you make yourself a crafting table just like this, and boom, now you've got the ability to craft, and that's going to be wonderful, right? I mean, look at this, we can now craft. But the thing people immediately do wrong is crafting a full set of wooden tools. They're like, you know what we need? We need to have not just a wooden pickaxe, which is the only wooden tool that is required in Minecraft, and even then not necessarily always required, it's just usually easiest. A wooden pickaxe is the only required tool, but some people go way crazy and are like, but I need a shovel as well, I need an axe, and people make an entire full set of wooden tools. This is ridiculous, this is insane, and let me explain to you why. Because although it might seem like a great idea on the surface to like, well, I mean, we kind of need a wooden hoe, right? I mean, how are we going to live without that wooden hoe? It seems like a smart idea on the surface to make a full set of wooden tools, and I see people do it all the time. It's a really dumb idea. One, because getting to stone is the easiest tier in the game. Like, I see why people are elitist about, wanting to have iron and diamond stuff, but you can't always have iron and diamond, especially not early on in the game. But stone is so easily found. You can find it on hillsides, you can find it in caves, you can find it anywhere in your Minecraft world by digging literally 3 or 4 blocks down, and once you get 3 bits of stone, you can make a stone pickaxe, and then you just have to mine another 3 to make an axe, and basically you can have a full set of stone tools a minute after you'd be able to make a full set of wooden tools. So you might be like, well, I mean, that minute is worthwhile, right? I mean, in your Minecraft world, you want to get straight into the building aspect, but here's the deal. Wooden tools are worse in every way than stone. That's no one surprised by that. Yes, stone is better than wood, but the level to which it's worse, you might not know. So first of all, every single wood tool has around about 60 durability. It's a little less for most of them. 59 is the number that most of them go by. So 59 uses of this wooden pickaxe, 59 uses of a wooden axe before it breaks. It's not a great number, but the speed you actually get from them is really pathetic too. Here is a wooden axe, for example, which, I mean, it's a dumb concept using wood to chop down wood. As you can see, it's slightly faster than using my fist, right? Except not really that much faster. Here's me using my fist. Can you spot the difference between that and a wooden axe? I don't think you really can, but the stone tool in pretty much every single circumstance is going to be double as fast. I'll show you on the screen right now the table for break times using a stone axe. As you can see, anything that takes 1.9 seconds using a wooden axe takes 0.95 using a stone axe. Every single block you break using a stone axe, every single block you break using a stone pickaxe, etc, 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 will save you almost a full second, which means the only justification is you want a full set of tools, but you intend to break less than 60 things over the next few hours of gameplay. And if that's the case, why make tools whatsoever? Because it still takes time to make your wooden shovel, which again, it's really dumb. Here's the speed for me using my fist on a block. Here's me using a wooden shovel. It's very barely noticeable. It's dumb. The amount you have to replace them if you're crafting a significant amount. Basically, use your fist or use stone tools. Wooden tools are there as, like, I guess, a teaching thing and as a tier with which to make the rest of the tiers look worse, but they're not there to be actually useful, so don't make them. Maybe a wooden hoe because it's the same quality as all the other ones, and you might just need to make a few things, but wooden hoes, wooden pickaxes are the only almost forgivable ones. Everything else, you're dumb if you craft them, and you should feel dumb. That's my opinion, at least. Again, I should clarify, all of these things are my opinion, except they're my correct opinion. So the second thing I'll never do in Minecraft also relates to wood, actually, funnily enough, and allow me to talk about why I love wood as a building material. It's not great for making your tools out of. Even the hoes and the pickaxes are only marginally justifiable, but I think it's a wonderful building material. I mean, look at oak wood right here. It's a classic, right? You see oak and you know what you're getting into. It's a classic type of Minecraft wood that gets that woody feel going perfect. It gets some nostalgia in there. It's wonderful. Then there's birch, which has this really nice whitey kind of feel to it. Like if you want a super bright kind of wood, you've got that going on. If you want the opposite, a dark wood, spruce is there for you and has been for a very long time. If you want even darker than that, I quite like dark oak, my bed in real life is made out of it, then boom, you can have a dark oak thing. By that I mean IKEA version of dark oak, as in like wood that is colored black, I think. And then also this quirky wood, in my opinion, which is the orange wood right here. I like it because it stands out, it's vibrant, and it's not so natural a color. These four, they look like you could find them, again, in an IKEA warehouse. Forgive the joke, given that this is Minecraft, also made in Sweden. And at least the acacia wood, like it's something unique. But you know what? There's one type of wood in Minecraft I would never recommend, except if you need a floor that you don't intend to look at. Because jungle planks are so ugly by comparison to these other 5. I will never unironically make a house out of jungle planks, because seriously, all 5 of these things make wonderful woody contraptions. This looks like wood short, but it looks like the worst type of wood. It looks like, you know, discount wood that you found because you just like, you know, found a bunch of it on the street and you're like, I can make furniture out of this. It's so ugly, and I very rarely see people do it in Minecraft, but every time I do, I'm like, oh, that's why no one should make a house out of jungle planks. I will never make a house out of jungle planks, unironically, and you know what would happen if I did? It would look exactly like this right here, because if you make a house in the jungle, your house is going to look like this by default. Because I don't just think it's bad to make a house out of jungle planks, I think the jungle is also a terrible biome to settle down in for so many reasons, and allow me to list them right now. Because every single jungle house you're ever going to see is going to look something like this, because for your first Minecraft house, you should not settle down in a jungle. Should I repeat that? For your first Minecraft house, the jungle is a bad biome to live in. And there's a few reasons for this. The first is the fact that you are surrounded by trees which block your viewpoint. You can't see what's around you, which is bad just aesthetically. I mean, I don't feel good when I can't see what's literally 50 blocks in that direction, but it's also bad in terms of you can't see if there are mobs around there, which is terrifying on your first night. Second of all, if you want to make a big Minecraft house, you have to chop down a lot of shrubbery. I mean, you can build on top of it like we've done right here, but I think people would say this isn't a very nice Minecraft house. Tell me if you think that, internet, because if so, wow, you've just proven my point for me. This is what every single jungle house has to look like if you don't put huge amounts of work into clearing the jungle trees, the jungle shrubs, the regular trees that spawn here too. The jungle biome is such a crowded biome, and it's just not good for your first Minecraft house. Yeah, there's one nice benefit for the late game here. It has nice grass. The grass color is much more enjoyable than the rest of it, people seem to generally think. But that's a late game project because you need to burn down or chop down or do something with the rest of this jungle. And you know what you can't do that with? You can't do it with a wooden axe. That's right. Bringing it back to the axe thing, you need to get some decent diamond enchanted axes to chop down this amount of jungle to make a decent house with a decent amount of space around it if you want just the biome color. And if you want a house that looks like a jungle, maybe go on top of the trees, but even then it's like, well, now you've got yourself a house that's 100 blocks off the ground. How useful is that to you, really? The answer is it's not. It just looks cool, and looking cool is not my favorite thing to do, as you can tell by the fact that I make Minecraft videos. Yeah. Got me real good there. Moving on to the fourth thing I'd never do in Minecraft, it relates to finding natural structures, because so often I even see other YouTubers who have been playing Minecraft for supposedly years. I mean, or they've been claiming to play Minecraft for years, and they're like, ooh, it's a desert temple. I wonder what could be found inside. Maybe it's that thing where you lie to your audience about like how much you know about things so you can pretend to be shocked. I'm not entirely certain about this, but the thing about a desert temple is I see this and I have no questions about what's inside. It's very clear, it's very plain, it's been known for a very long time, and it's been updated very slightly since. But basically, if you go into one of these, you're going to find something pretty consistently, and that is 4 Minecraft chests. 4 Minecraft chests with some pretty good loot, actually. Like, if we go down there right now, you've got some decent chances of finding yourself some stuff, as well as some TNT. No YouTuber in 2020 is actually genuinely surprised if they accidentally press the pressure plate, because everyone knows there are 4 sets of loot right here. The loot can be good, like golden apples. The loot can be bad, like, you know, just gunpowder and bones, and the loot can be medium, like 2 emeralds and a golden apple. That's actually pretty good. But yeah, again, no YouTuber, no player, no one's actually like, oh, I stood on the pressure plate, I wonder what this does. I'm gonna actually get out here real quick. I don't know what that happens. Oh, there's explosions. Ha ha ha, I didn't expect that. No, that's not real. Your friend is lying to you. Yeah, he knows what's down there. Everyone knows what's down there. The trick in Minecraft, the trap of the desert temples, it was fun the first time you did it. I'll admit I was tricked all the way back back in 2012. But if you're tricked by the same thing over and over again, maybe it's not maybe it's not that you're being tricked, then maybe it's that you should speak to your doctor about memory issues and or lying to your subscribers for views. I'm not sure which of those you need to go to your doctor for, but yeah, the Desert Temple, it's 4 chests filled with loot. The chances of getting good loot are actually surprisingly good, but it's nothing more, it's nothing less. It's no actual challenge or puzzle or interesting structure with hidden secrets behind it, even though I like the lore ideas behind that. It's just a structure you find in the desert with sometimes some cute rabbits around it. So the next thing I'm never going to do in Minecraft is my weighing into a big debate in Minecraft that you see between 2 big enchantments. For this one, we need to go to our cave. So here, in case you're curious, is a really efficiently inefficient way to get a cave system done, because you can fall down and not take any damage, and just in about 10 blocks you can get all the way down there. Wow, how wonderful this is. Made a mistake with that one apparently. But yeah, as you can see, this is my diamond mine. It's very fun, it's very efficient. Definitely wasn't made by just, command blocking a hole out here. I definitely did this all by hand. And one of the interesting things about Minecraft is there are 2 big, pickaxes you can find in Minecraft, 2 high-end enchantments that don't work with each other. There's Fortune 3 and there's Silk Touch 1, or Fortune of any level, and there's Silk Touch. These 2 things cannot be combined. Just to prove that real quick, here's my Fortune pickaxe, here's Silk Touch, and here's it not working. Here's it also not working on Elytra. Here's Silk Touch not working on dirt, which is a shame. I mean, I'd love to have Silk Touch dirt, but it's not a thing you can do. You can't put Silk Touch on anything that's not a pickaxe that doesn't already have the Fortune enchantment. And thus, the debate. Which of the 2 pickaxes should you use? Should you use Fortune? Should you use Silk Touch? And my answer is, when I'm going mining for diamonds, I will never use the Fortune pickaxe by itself. And the reason is pretty simple. There are 2 things you can get from a, diamond ore. If you find some, if you're lucky enough in your tunneling to find some diamond ore, there's 2 things you get from mining diamond when you just use a normal pickaxe. You get some diamonds, of course, the kind of loot component, and you get some experience. If you use Silk Touch, you can kind of carbonize both of those things in place if you want to, so you can get some diamond ores. These diamond ores are now yours to, hold and use whenever you want to in the future. In this case, we got 8, which is a really nice little lucky vein, so isn't that wonderful? Now we have 8 diamond ore we can use in the future, and admittedly, most of the time, you're going to use these with Fortune 3. So you might say, what's the point in having Silk Touch if you just pick up diamonds to then later use them with Fortune 3? And the answer is quite simple. When you want these diamonds, when you want, this experience, you can later at the same time get these all at once. Because XP in Minecraft doesn't work the same. 1 experience point at level 7 is different to 1 diamond mine at level 7 is very different to a diamond mine at level, 35, for instance. And let me prove that point right now. I just mined 4 diamonds. I got or I mined 4 diamond ore, I should say. I got myself 9 of these, it looks like, and, I also got myself most of a level. Let me show you what it's like at level 70. Because Minecraft levels get harder and harder as you go on, now these 4 diamond ore that previously got me all the way up there, as you can see, they move the experience bar up a little bit, but what previously got me most of an entire bar filled, got me barely 1 segment of that bar filled using the same thing, because experience works different at different levels, and this is why I will always Silk Touch instead of using a Fortune. Fortune is just the attitude of like, I'll deal with it now and then if I want it later. But here's the truth. There might one day be a better way to get diamonds. And if there is, you want to have diamond ore. There might be one day a use for this diamond ore by itself. And even if there isn't, even if there is never going to be a better Fortune, a better way to, extract the diamonds from there, you might want to just use these diamond ore in your Minecraft world for some form of project. If you're trying to make a convincing, cave but above ground, or you're trying to make some actual resources for some form of weird mini game, you might need the diamond ore, and this is why diamond ore is infinitely more valuable than diamonds, because diamond can be turned into diamond ore can be turned into diamonds at any point in time. Diamonds themselves, no matter what you do with them, cannot be turned back into the diamond ore. Diamonds are the things you need in Minecraft, and when you need them, you should convert them, but you should ideally be keeping your supplies in diamond ore form, not in diamond form, because diamonds aren't even as impressive to show off. How do you show off a stack of diamonds? You turn them into a big block, I guess, but no, a diamond ore block, you just have to place it down and be like, here's my giant flex. Look at this. I can just place my diamonds in lava like this. And yeah, it's a really fun, cool thing you can do in Minecraft. Anyway, speaking of fun, cool things you can do in Minecraft, as we all know, especially if you've been playing Minecraft for a while, one of the pastimes in this game is using minecarts and making fun minecart tracks. Or if you have a survival world, you just need to get around between places using minecarts to do so. Because here's the speed I move at when I walk. As you can see, I don't have view bobbing on, so I'm like a weird robot sliding along the ground at a really slow, depressing speed. Even if I run, I go at this speed, but let me show you by comparison the speed we go at if we put down a minecart and we hop right in it. Wow, we're going so much faster. I mean, some amount faster. Probably definitely faster, right? I mean, we're getting there. And also, we don't have to hold down forwards, which means no hunger wasted. So this is a wonderful, wonderful thing, right? But here's the deal. Minecarts are just not a very fast system. I've used all powered rails right here, which is not even resource efficient, so it's kind of wasteful in that way. We had to make an entire track. We had to place all these powered rails, use all of this redstone and gold just to make this minecart track right here. And therefore, in the time we've been speaking, we've gone about 250 blocks, which isn't so impressive when you think about it. Like, sure, faster than we could walk and better than walking along the ground, given we'd have to like root around a lot of things, but it's just not a great system. We're not going very fast, very far at all, and especially if you played Minecraft Console Edition, you know compared to that, these minecarts just aren't very good, they're not very fast, and they don't really seem like they have a real point. Admittedly, minecarts of chests, sure, they've got something going on, but otherwise this isn't so great. But by comparison, here's me using an Elytra with some fireworks, or rather, here's me using an Elytra with one firework, just to prove a point, to do the exact same journey in reverse. As you can see, that same thing we spent so long doing, one firework right now is going to get me from point A to point B in literally 3 times the speed. 3 times the speed, 1/3 the time. You know what, speed and time, they're confusing concepts, okay? But yeah, you can see how it was faster, is what I'm trying to say in English that I can understand when I say it myself, apparently. We went faster using the Elytra than we did using the minecart. But of course, this wastes your Elytra, which has only so much durability, and of course, like, this uses fireworks, which require killing creepers, so the minecart's still better because it's less resource intensive, but that's, my friend, where you are wrong. I mean, I assume you're my friend. You might hate me. That's my internet viewer and or a strange child where you are wrong. So yeah, allow me to show you, internet, what it's like when you use a boat pathway. So this is made from blue ice and it's really high in the sky. You don't need to make them this high, I just wanted to hide it from your view because guess what, it's perfectly parallel to the track right down there. So if we use, again, this is 400 blocks long, the same distance we just had. If we place a boat down here and we can place it down perfectly, which is a big if, I'll admit, there we go. Yeah, we nailed it. Second try. Rare thing to do. But anyway, so here we can see it kind of works like a, a minecart pathway. We can press forwards and we just kind of go forwards. It's really wonderfully. I'm tapping forwards right now and I'm going the same speed as the minecart. But if I hold it down, look at the speed I start to pick up. Minecraft itself cannot hold up with the speed I'm going right now. It is insane. We can go flying off the edge. We can have a flying boat if we want to. Is this a thing you can do with your minecart? I don't think so. And yeah, you can get out any time and save yourself the full damage. But I went over 500 blocks after the the rail ended. This is only possible with blue ice pathways. I don't know why anyone would ever make themselves a a minecart pathway, but the people who do so are entirely wrong for that. I will never make a minecart pathway again after this. I mean, I've made some before, but I'll never make them for anything but nostalgia or recreation because it just isn't efficient by any measure of the word, which is sad. And also, it's kind of sad that you can even make blue ice pathways in the nether. It's a real thing. You can see right now, I hope. But yeah, do you know what I say to minecart pathways? Forget about it. If I was Canadian, that'd be hilarious. We'll just pretend I'm Canadian for this video. If you're not subscribed, I'm from Canada. I live in London, Canada. That's a real city. You can look it up. Anyway, with that said, let's move into the 7th thing I'd never do. Because the last thing I don't understand is something that's really interesting. Because in real life, I might not agree with people who commit murder, but at least I understand, like, sure, you had a grudge against someone you hated. I might not understand people who commit theft, but, like, you wanted something and you did not have the funds, or maybe you just saw it there and you thought, I'll have that. I understand people who commit all sorts of terrible things in the real world, but what I don't understand is people who go fishing for food in Minecraft. 1.13 came out. There is no longer a good reason to actually go fishing by hand because, I mean, you're still killing the same fish, that in this case is salmon, but you know what we can just do instead? We can go into the water, we can physically see the fish, and we can murder them that way. I mean, even if we use a stone axe, which, as I've mentioned before, is not the best tool for the job, we're still going to be able to get it at a much faster rate than just sitting here and waiting idly for it to come up on our fishing rod. Sure, you might find other things when you fish, but that's the thing you should be going for. You should always be using the treasure enchantments, the faster enchantments, and you should basically be optimizing your fishing so you get the things you want rather than getting fish, because getting raw cod this way, it's just not a very good source of food. Let me show you, by the way. This is what raw cod does for you. Not very good, is it? And if you really wanted raw cod, or you really wanted cooked food because you're going to put it in a furnace, you could just go into the river, kill a bunch of them, get the experience for it, by the way, and that would be a much better thing than going there and just sitting there and hoping for fish. I think fishing is a pretty dumb activity if you're starving, to get food, and if you need the other things, you shouldn't be going for fish anyway. You should enchant your fishing rod such that you don't need to get as many fish. And, the fish can be a nice side benefit. They should never be your main point, and that is something I'll never do, to be like, you know what? I'm kind of hungry. I can't find any other source of food. I mean, imagine a world where you couldn't find, there's no way to get wheat around here. There's no way to get apples around here. None of that food is possible, so I guess I have to fish because there's also no mobs for some reason. No, that's dumb. You're dumb. And you know what? At least I understand the Unabomber, At least he has a point. Do you have a point? You don't. Anyway, the last thing I was going to mention here, the 8th thing I was going to say, is like peaceful mode. It's something I never do, it's something I never understand, and it's something I rail on every now and then, and people get very upset about in the comments. So I figured I'd trick you all and be like, haha, create a peaceful mode, and I write more like I'm a little afraid of a zombie coming after me, and I don't understand how video games work, and that there's meant to be a challenge you've got to overcome, because if you're just playing creatively building, then you could play in creative, and the whole point of a challenge is you put yourself in adversarial situations that you overcome, because in life, we all kind of overcome the challenges the world throws at us. If the world was no challenge, then the world would be nothing. But anyway, I might take that because of that. But the one defense I have for peaceful difficulty, the one interesting thing about it is that it is a very interesting way to play Minecraft in certain ways. I actually really do love the fact that Minecraft peaceful mode has a lot of like challenges in it. You can't find blaze rods, for example, so you actually can't craft your own, potion rod, stands and stuff like that. You can't find, you have to find them in the wild. You can't find magma cubes. There's just no way to get them whatsoever. There's no way to find slime balls. There's no way to find all of these resources. I'll list on screen right now, and I find that to be super, super, super fascinating because previously that list used to include bone meal, but it's changed because of the aforementioned fish, which spawn even on peaceful mode because they're kind of peaceful, but they drop a bone which you can turn into bone meal. So Minecraft is slowly improving the peaceful mode offering to make it kind of a different version of Minecraft, and that's something I kind of approve of. And every single thing in this video, actually, you might have noticed it's all that way because of changes in Minecraft. The jungle only came because of a change, and the jungle only became worthless after more interesting biomes came out. Fortune and Silk Touch only came because of a change, and only are controversial because people don't know how to react to that change. Same with the fish, the fishing, and the minecart or the blue ice pathway. Minecraft is changing all the time, and keeping up to date with that is really, really, really important. Knowing how it changes can actually, change your game in a significant number of ways, because some things seem like small changes but are actually really big. Some things seem like really big changes but are actually quite small. I'd say the World of Color update or like the Frostburn update are great examples of that. But yeah, Minecraft is changing all the time, and that's something I love about it compared to any other traditional game, is that these sorts of debates might change at some point in the future, and I'm looking forward to when they do. I'm looking forward to when I can say, oh yeah, you should fortune mine by default. I'm looking forward to saying, yeah, fishing from the jungle trees, really good idea that you should all totally be doing all the time. I would love for those things to be true, because I think every single useless Minecraft feature, I think every single thing that I'm never gonna do by myself would be great to see that change in the future. So yeah, if you want to stay up to date with the latest Minecraft news, guess what? That's a thing I cover on my channel. But more seriously than that, are the fish just not getting to me? What's going wrong here? Sad. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to smash that bell button because I'm a generic Minecraft YouTuber, and I'll see you all in the next video. But no, for real, if you want to see more videos, subscribing helps a little bit. Subscribe notifications helps a lot. And following on Twitter or something is the best way to see videos that way. But that's assuming you want to see my videos. I mean, this was a low-effort filler video, so maybe you can low-effort filler subscribe and see me in the next one. Goodbye.